A very good morning, Team Zimbabwe, and welcome to Africa and Beyond Television Network. And my name is Ronald Coup. Shall we continue to actually take a look on what is happening in the nation of Zimbabwe without fear or favor? So, what is happening is that Vice President Constantino Chiwenga has been reported to be in China, and he went there for a medical checkup. And a lot of questions are being asked. Why is Chiwenga in China? He was not visibly sick, according to some sources. He was not visibly sick. And the reason why he went to China, there are mixed reactions. Other people are saying that he went there for a medical checkup for real, but there are concerns within the system itself because they do not trust VP Chiwenga. So at this moment in time, they do not trust the man, and they actually believe that anything can happen in Zimbabwe, given the political tensions happening, or given the political tensions which are there. Kozwa has said that Vice President retired General Constantino Chiwenga flown to China for medical checkup, and he flew, I think yesterday, that is the day he flew to China, and a lot of concerns have been raised, especially by those within ZANU-PF who do not trust that Chiwenga is actually sick. So they say that he has been getting medical checkups in Zimbabwe. They have the best private facilities there, and which he afford, since all bills are paid by the government. Why is it that a man who is not visibly sick is flying to China? Why China? What is the reason behind all this? The reasons why for all these questions is simple. VP Chiwenga is not trusted. That is point number one. Point number two, there is a fallout between Emmerson Mnangagwa's government and the Chinese. And the Chinese are actually failing to actually understand the policy direction of Emmerson Mnangagwa. Today, he is pursuing the British. Tomorrow, he is pursuing the Americans. Tomorrow, is pursuing the Chinese. So they want to actually understand what is really happening and what is really going on, because they want to be at the center of everything. So that is a cause of concern to the Chinese, and there is generally a breakout, a fallout, because of how Mavanama twins are running around within the ministry, within the mining industry, and grabbing mines, etc. And also how they take the rich concessions, and also the issues of percentage commission. Those are the issues of concern to the Chinese. So he is the Minister of Health, but 6 medical care abroad. He is no longer the Minister of Health. He was the Minister of Health in the last government. He is no longer the Minister of Health. He has been replaced by, I think, Mombeshora. And Zinane Maya, another coup loading. Okay, what are the probabilities of a coup happening in Zimbabwe at this point in time? You know, people are not happy. Things are not well. Police is resigning en masse. Nobody knows what is really happening. And we are having intelligence failures in Zimbabwe. For example, Rwandan operatives allegedly came to Zimbabwe, made a hit, and left without detection. And Zimbabwe has been one of the most experienced countries in terms of intelligence, despite their lack of equipment and technology, but they were so effective because they are embedded into the communities, into the societies, especially the PC, which is a police intelligence service. They are well connected within the masses. They know everything and everyone. Especially if you go to the villages, they know everything happening there. If you go in our suburbs, they know everything happening there because they have their people right in every suburb, right in every place. You find somebody, an informant of peace. They are even more connected than the Central Intelligence Organization. But you actually see that these are the least paid in Zimbabwe. And despite the jobs or the work they do, they don't even get credit of the work they do. So this has jeopardized the security situation in Zimbabwe. And given all those issues, there are concerns that Mnangagwa is actually taking this country in the wrong direction, and something will happen. So they don't want the situation to escalate, which means something can actually happen. And he is a stinging hypocrite. When he was acting Minister of Health, he banned medical tourism. What is this now? A case of animal farm. All animals are equal, but some animals are more equal than others. So there are concerns. Chiwenga, they're actually afraid because of the health system in Zimbabwe. They believe that also they can be easily targeted and they can be easily taken out, because it's believed that the health sector is now full of some agents who are actually there on instruction from some top echelons. So this thing of being flown very far to Chinese hospitals every time he gets sick, one day he will not get there alive. Why can't he get treated at Mausekwa hospital? He should go to Perenyatwa Rompilo hospital. Zimbabweans haven't suffered. That trip alone can buy a chemotherapy machine. Yes. So you see that Kudara, Perenyatwa used to have a presidential facility with presidential standards. Guna kurapa presidents where they can be admitted, but I doubt that it's no longer in. I believe that it's no longer in use, and I doubt that there is equipment to deal with mama diseases. So and like all things Chinese, this one just expire unexpectedly, and the croc laugh and do the catheter disentangle from his body. Okay, get well soon VP. BP chivayo effect. Koma zig anoshanda here China. Okay, pumping him with more coolant and brake fluid, and death is quite near. Meanwhile, kuti ukaenda ku other news, something was happening ku farm kwa President Mnangagwa, and we have to talk about it. Something was happening from President Mnangagwa. We have to talk about it. Chivayo seems to be more recognized than General himself. Is he being replaced by Chivayo? Something is actually asking Kuti, is VP Chiwenga being replaced by Chivayo? Auxilia ndiye ndakaona achipakura ice cream. Okay, why asina kuenda pagomo? And just a checkup, it's normal unless there is something you didn't mention. Okay. So, wish him a quick recovery. And no hospital in Zimbabwe, Chinese must be fair by denying medical tourists like Chiwenga to access their facilities. So, the major question or the major issue is, can Chiwenga actually become the next president of Zimbabwe? Personally, I doubt that is going to maneuver. I doubt that is going to sail through. And all these trips, you are going to see that there are going to be trips in vain. But nobody knows what is being planned behind bars or behind the scenes. And you might be surprised by what can happen in the nation of Zimbabwe. Anything can happen. And Chiwenga knows very sure that he is no longer in line to take over Zimbabwe, because Mnangagwa is actually working on Vision 2030 Chipo, which means Mnangagwa is in trouble, and there is a great possibility that Chiwenga can make some moves only to punish Mnangagwa. But given their relationship, will they be able to fight each other? We do not know. We continue to watch and see. But the escalations between Chiwenga, Mtsvangwa, and Mnangagwa, this has caused a lot of tensions. And in this period, it's not trusted to see Chiwenga roving around, especially when a lot of things are happening in the nation of Zimbabwe. So it is what it is. We'll continue to watch and see what is happening in the nation of Zimbabwe. We also have some stories which we are going to bring right here on Africa and Beyond Television Network. We have the story of police officers resigning en masse, and also the pre-cab farm activity which happened. So we have to come and